All right, folks, let's go ahead and get the old Ranger here off the trailer and get it into the donkey garage. Got the brakes redone on the Dodge already, so she's back in towing condition again. And going to be a bit of a tight fit, but let's see what happens.
Welcome to the Bad Donkey Garage.
All right, there we go. Hey, I talked a little too soon when I said earlier that the weather was getting nice in North Carolina. Wow, it's hot when you're pushing. Anyway, I might have to push it in another couple inches, but the Ranger is in the donkey garage, Bad Donkey Garage. We'll go ahead and push it back here another couple inches. And I think the first thing that happens to this thing is clean up the motor a little bit. You just suck the dirt and crap off of it. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Bad Donkey Garage. Back on the Ranger here. Got a little bit of a jump before I started recording today, so let me just kind of show you where what I've been up to. So I started washing underneath of the, tearing stuff off underneath the hood. Air intakes, things like that. Started cleaning out the junk that's in here. You know, it's amazing what you find. There's some flea bombs and plastic toys and tools, and you know, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But underneath the hood, just trying to get some stuff out of the way. The insulation had fallen off, and it was all over top of the engine. And then of course the mice have been in here just having a field day and eating all the wires. They got the wires all eat up. I'm gonna have to get me some schematics because they got air lines or vacuum lines eating off, and I don't know where all that goes. And so you can see it's pretty cruddy underneath of here. You know, I don't have a pressure washer yet, but we're gonna go ahead and jump under here with the hose and see if we can't get some of this mess out of here. Well, I didn't get too far, and I guess there goes my pressure washing video on the old Ranger. Summertime in North Carolina, you know, we had a couple days without some rain, but man, oh man, here it is again, right back full force. I was cleaning under the hood over there, and yeah, so goes the world. I guess we'll wait for it to quit, and I'll go back to soaking it down with purple power and putting the hose to it. Okay, rain's done. Throw a couple more cans of engine degreaser at it. Let it sit here and soak for a little bit. I don't know what I bought, some O'Reilly brand or something. Thought I bought the foaming one. I like the foaming one a lot better. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and soak this down. Let it sit and soak, and then maybe the rain will come again and rinse it off for me. It's getting there. Getting a little cleaner underneath the hood of this critter. All that insulation that was under this hood had fallen down in here, and then the mice had made homes in it, and it was just horrid. So I'm gonna go ahead and soak her down. But I had one of these in a Pinto, 76 Pinto at one point in time, and a pretty big piece of junk. You know? It's that or it couldn't handle the foot of an 18-year-old. Either way. Anyway, let's go ahead and just get this soaked down with some more degreaser. And then I'm going to pull the spark plugs out of it. Alright, so I figured while I was waiting here, go ahead and snatch these spark plugs out of here. And fill these cylinders with the automatic transmission fluid. So since this hasn't turned over in 10 years, I figure I'm going to give it a chance to not eat itself alive. Back with you in a second. All right, I'm not sure if you saw that or not. I was pointing at it, but it's in the time-lapse video. As I was filling that back cylinder, this glove is blowing up with air. All I can assume is that the intake valve is open, and it's just pushing the air back up through the intake. So interesting. I'm going to go ahead and slip the plugs back in it, and we're going to just let it sit overnight. And oh, there's still a bunch of oil. So these front three are absolutely standing full. Standing full of oil. So there's Motorcraft plugs in here. AGSF32C. I mean, they don't look terrible. I mean, they're nice and brown and everything. So I'm not sure if they drove this vehicle in there or if somebody towed it in there. I guess I need to go back and ask them that. I just assumed that it ran when they put it back there, but I don't know that for a fact. Let's go ahead and get these plugs back in there. Now, I just didn't want those cylinders sitting open. Yeah, I'll be real honest with you. You know, that none of that fluid's leaking down. It's sitting right up to the top of the threads. So I just put them in there by finger tight, and I'm going to let it sit overnight and soak them cylinders, and then I got to unhook the fuel feed and get a battery in here and see if this thing will even turn over. All right, back at it this morning. Put me together a little jump switch, threw my jump pack on here. It's just blowing all the oil out of the cylinders that I put in there yesterday and let it soak down. So we're going to go ahead and put the spark plugs back in it and hook up the wires and feed it some starter fluid through the and see if it'll fire up. Okay, I just said to put the spark plug wire, rebuild a spark plug wire here that tore off And let's see what happens. Throw the old jump box on. Built me a starter switch here. Give her a little shot of go juice. Ooh, sounds like she should go. I need two hands to do this. Kind of difficult. All right. Wow, it sounds really good. No ticking, no nothing. All right, let's go back and we're gonna drop the fuel tank out of this thing and clean injectors. We'll drop the fuel tank down. Make sure that's all clean. I guess I could go inside of there with my camera and see what the inside of the tank looks like. I might do that before I tear into it, but bam, there you go. She is running, baby. After 10 years. Well, I thought the mice would have had this thing absolutely crushed. But there you have it. There you have it. The Ford Ranger is back alive. Oh, I'm just tickled, dude. I didn't think it was going to fire up like that. But there we go. Excellent. Okay, I didn't record undoing the bolts. You know, put some heat to it. Torx 55 is what takes the bolts out of a Ranger bed. I don't know if it's the same for any other Ford, but that's what it is on here. The front bolts, they're a little longer, but also a little more cruddy. Back bolts, not terrible. I'll clean them up. I'll reuse them again. And then underneath here, looks real good. I did find this. It's a pill bottle wired up under there. I'm going to assume there's a key in that pill bottle, you know. I don't know. Maybe some gold or something. That'd be great. But the bed is off. And we're going to go into the gas tank next. Well, the rain's really picking up this morning with the hurricane coming in off the coast of North Carolina. But anyway, I got the gas fuel pump pulled up out of this tank. Let's work my way around here and take a look at this. But yeah, pretty sure that that's not going to be working anytime soon. And oh, if you could just smell the smells coming out of there, it's pretty incredible. I've smelled varnished fuel before, but this smells like vinegar or something. It's crazy, stinky bad. But we're gonna go ahead. I got a pile load of jugs here. We're gonna go ahead and get that crap fuel pumped out of there and go ahead and get this tank out of the old Ranger, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's explore. A little over 3 gallons of rancid fuel come out of there. See if we can see what's laying down in here. What in the world? I think I know what this is. Oh my goodness. Well, there's the filter. Goes with that nasty pump. This being a plastic gas tank, the only metal and rust and crap I see down in it is from what came off of here. So we'll go ahead, got everything unconnected here. I've got to pull a few bolts and let's drop this tank out of here. Fuel tank is out. So real time, you know, timer on the video showing about 18 minutes. But see kind of what we got over here. There's one. Up under here is two. There's a third one here somewhere. I took it off. It'll make itself clear to me at some point. Looks like some kind of breather. It actually looks like it's tied in, so it looks like there's 3 lines coming here from up front. So I'm not sure where that actually goes to, but I'm going to get up underneath it here. Once I secure this up a lot better, I got some boxes, standoffs that I've built. So we'll go ahead and put those underneath of there. And yeah, next item in the food chain here, buried behind there, kind of hard to see. Oh my goodness. There's a fuel filter in line. So that fuel filter's coming out. I'm gonna go and check online, see how much these fuel lines are. If they're not a terrible amount of money, I'll replace them. But if they're too much, it's gonna run with what it's got in it. But everything's just kind of brittle, and every time you touch anything, something else breaks. So here we are, going after this fuel filter. So basically that was mounted in there like that on the frame rail. Easiest thing to do here, 2 13mm nuts, back those out, take the whole thing out, pop the fuel line off of either end of it, loosen that clamp, and the fuel filter just come right out of it. So easiest thing, just pull that whole thing out of there. Don't mess around trying to reach up in behind there. That was I gave that all of about 1 second worth of thought, and it was like, pulled those 2 13mm nuts off of there, take the whole bracket out. It's a lot easier. So now let's jump online, start searching parts. Filter, fuel pump, in-tank filter, sending unit. It looks like you can buy the hose and the reels, but then you buy the ends separately. So being the certified YouTube mechanic that I am, somebody's got a video online of, how you swedge that hose open to get that in there so that it doesn't leak under pressure. All right, cleaning out the gas tank this morning, and I just wanted to point something out. There is steel in this plastic gas tank where the filler neck connects, and you look at that. I've been kind of just sandpapering it out, but it looks pretty clean until you reach up in here. Look at that. So when you're working on one of these, make sure you reach inside of there. And boy, it's just crunchy up in there. So make sure you get all that mess out of there, or what may look clean is just going to plug your fuel system right back up again. All right, gas tanks all rinsed out, sitting out here in the sun, drying out. Ranger is up on the jack stands, and we are going to tear into these front brakes. See how stiff. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty tight. So I got parts coming from parts ordered, fuel tank parts, fuel pump assembly, filter, brake pads, filler tube, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, probably throwing good money after bad, but you know, I hate to see them go to the junkyard. So let's go ahead. We'll set this up on the old tripod, or my makeshift tripod here, and we're going to go ahead and rip some wheels off. Oh, that hurt. You hit that stump. Damn. Damn, that hurts. Oh, there's probably 1/8 of an inch of a lip on there. And these calipers are just froze. The pad's even stuck on the back of this one. It feels tight, but you probably can't hear it, but it's got a little noise in it. Anyway. Look at that lip. Oh, goodness. All right. Whew. That, my friends, was a chore. All right. Both rear front wheels, both rotors are off. Let's see where we go next. All right. I guess I haven't worked on anything like this before. These weird little rubber-filled wedges that kind of go in there and hold the whole caliper in place. Pretty swampy looking. I actually bought rebuild kits, so I'm gonna try to rebuild these just for the fun of it. You know, they're only like $5, so we're gonna give it a shot. Anyway, these actually feel really good. I doubt I'll be putting any new wheel bearings in it, but I may pull them off, repack them, and have them turned at some point. But all in all, that don't look too bad. And I did buy new hoses, so I got new hoses coming, and you know, that's all on order. So try not to go too deep into it. I don't want to get a bunch of money tied up in it and then find out that I got some massive mechanical issues that I just don't want to throw any more money at it. But at this point, I'm going to get the front brakes working. I got parts for the gas tank system coming, like I said earlier, and we're going to go from there. So I'm probably going to go ahead and finish out this video. Well, this is where I left off on the Ranger. Getting the front calipers off, getting everything ready for parts. All the parts are on order, but they won't be here until early next week. The day kind of got away from me, you know, day turned into night, and this is kind of where we ended up at on the Ranger project here in the Bad Donkey Garage. So I'm going to be heading out on the road, and I'll be posting from the road all next week, maybe next 10 days. I don't know. I'm going to jump in the Corvair. Keep an eye on the channel. I'll be putting up YouTube shorts during my trip. You know, where's the Vair, you know, and anything else that kind of strikes my interest will be going up on the site. I'll be keeping my eye open for some old cars, and I know while I'm on my trip, I'll be seeing a bunch of old cars. My brother's got some old Studebakers, and everybody he knows got something sitting in their garage. So that's where we're going to kind of leave this one. And until I'm back at you, keep an eye on the channel. Peace.